Alright, welcome back. Now, it's been a horrible year for tomatoes. As you can see, they're dying. But this year has been phenomenal. These bell peppers, I've never had peppers this beautiful. Look at that monster. This plant's covered in them. I mean, I've never had bell peppers perform this good. Even though it's been really incredibly hot, which is taking its toll on the tomato plants. Uh-oh, I see something I shouldn't. I have missed a horned worm somewhere. It's been working on my garden. So aside from pests and fruit worms and excessive heat and wet conditions and dry conditions, am I discouraged? No. I've had bad years before. Caterpillars have been in my garden before, and this one as well. And I mean, the weather is taking its toll with a high pH in the soil, which is my fault. I'll treat it. And plus, I will rotate the tomatoes to that garden up there, and I'll put the beans down here. And I'll actually have a third one somewhere. Don't know where yet in the yard. But yeah, you have to have optimal weather. I mean, hot is hot, but extreme heat takes its toll on plants, especially when it's wet and high humidity and they're falling over. Now, next year I won't put cages on them. What I'll do is plant them in a line and string them, and that's a whole lot better. They won't fall over like that, because once the legs come out of the ground like that one, there's no getting them back in there. I mean, you know, you can't bend the legs, because you stick it back up in there, the legs are still bent. Now I use tomato cages for something else. I've used cages for years, but hindsight, I shouldn't have done it, and I won't do it next year. On to the squash plants. Well, this one's okay. I mean, it's seen its better days, but you know, and this one over here is dead. I mean, like I said, the high heat in the dry, wet conditions at first, and then the dry conditions after that, it was just too much for them. 120 heat index during the day. 98, 99 degrees. I mean, they still look good. I mean, they still look beautiful. They're starting to bloom again. This is one of the Roma plants that's still alive. The Better Boy is blooming. And they call them tomato vines for a reason, people. You know, it's all the way back, you know. And this one is still blooming. This squash plant is still blooming. I mean, it's not the best thing I've ever seen. It's a lot of dead leaves, but they only live but so long. As you can see there, I have new growth on it. A bunch of male blooms. So that means there's a little bitty squash, if you can see it right there, trying to grow. Camera won't focus like it should. All in all, I mean, it's been an okay year except for the excessive heat. I mean, you know, once that heat set in, and the end of June and most of July, it just went downhill from there. And the storms rolling through, knocking the plants over. I'm not discouraged at all. If that's the question, no, I'm not. I'm not discouraged. And see, my bean plants are starting to get their adult leaves on them already. I do have rabbit damage on some of them. See? You see the seedling leaves are gone, but it's already grown its adult leaves. This one, same thing. The seedling leaves like this, they're tender, they're gone, but it's starting to grow its adult leaves. I have pulled them up before like that. Don't pull that stem out, because if it has those little side wings on it, it will grow its adult leaves. That's a perfect example right there. Adult leaves. So he's only at 55-day maturity. That one's beautiful. It didn't touch that one. Now don't laugh at my toy snake. It's helped. Trust me, it has. All the damage from the rabbits came before I put that out here. I don't know if it's working or not. They may have just got tired of it. I don't know. My dog stays out here a lot. So this one might be iffy. It's just a stem. We'll keep check on it. And if it doesn't, then, you know, that's just a bean plant we'll lose. But all in all, I mean, that's bug damage there. All in all, it's been a good year. Now, I talked about this in the first video. People, I don't have time. You know, I can't do it. I have a house. I'm married. Well, so am I. See, that's bug damage. I have a 2-year-old. So, I mean, you know, it's not that you don't have time, it's that you won't do it. And it's a healthier choice for you and your family. People say, well, you know, I go to the farmer's market and that's fine too, but look at this. Not knocking people going to the farmer's market, but they use chemical fertilizers where you don't have to. Everybody says, well, you use Miracle-Gro soil. Well, that fertilizer don't stay in there forever. You know, I use manure after that. Bagged manure. Or if I know somebody, which I do, that has cows, I'll go get them manure. And that's something else you could do. You know, you don't have to buy stuff. You can go, anybody you might know, you know, a shovel and a bucket on an afternoon and go into a pasture. I've done it before. I'll do it again. It's what I do to make the plants grow. And going to a farmer's market's fine, but there's nothing like coming out here and reaching down and pulling a tomato off your own vine. Look at that. Beautiful. You don't have to spend money. I've already spent money. I told you before, if you ever watched the other videos, the full aromas that I bought and those beautiful bell pepper plants. I bought 8 plants at a little country store. They grow the plants themselves for $5. They sell them in 4s for like $2.50 a pack. I planted them when they were just a little weed, just weren't even a foot tall. And it's beautiful. And you can't, I mean, yeah, they may be bigger at the farmer's market, but they use chemical fertilizer. There's nothing like growing your own plants. Doesn't take a whole lot of time. I've said it before. That's just an excuse people use because they don't want to do it. Now, if you don't want to do it, don't do it. What's rewarding is you can do that and look at that in my hands. Ever seen a bell pepper that big in the grocery stores or at the farmer's market? I haven't. I don't use chemical fertilizers. There may be some in this Miracle-Gro that's down there, but I don't think so. I mean, this garden is 2 years old, along with dirt is 2 years old. I mean, any fertilizer bulbs that were in there are gone now. Ah, there he is. See that? See that right there? Now those white things, this is a horned caterpillar. It is not poisonous at all. I knew there was one out here. I saw the evidence of it. These little white things right here are not hurtful to humans. Now these things eat tomato plants and tobacco plants. Those little white things are actually larvae from a parasitic wasp. She lays her eggs under the skin, and once they hatch, the larva eats its way out of the caterpillar and spins that cocoon. Now there's a lot of talk, should you kill them, shouldn't you kill them? I won't kill this one, because I don't want to kill all those parasitic wasps, because they do us a big favor. Look at that ugly thing. I mean, that's just, I saw the evidence of it. I didn't know where it was. Excuse me a minute. There we go. Now look at that ugly thing. But it is covered in parasitic wasp. It'll die. They'll kill it eventually. But eventually, it'll eat my plant all to pieces. So I'm going to set him over here, and I'm going to dispose of him not long from now. But yeah, the thing is, it stripped my plant. It's very prominent in this area because tobacco is grown in this region a lot. And that's like the 4th or 5th one I've seen in my garden. So I don't use pesticides. That's another thing. All these people use pesticides. Like I say, nothing against them. I know they gotta make money. But that stuff is not good for you. Roundup Ready plants and all that. I mean, it's not good for you. It's not good for your body. It's not good for the environment. It kills honeybees, which I'm not in favor of. You know. But anyway, next year I'll be growing cantaloupe and cucumbers as well. If we are able to get a third garden, because, you know, I'm not poor, I'm po. That's why it's Po Man's Garden. So if I can afford it, probably at the end of this year, we'll buy one and put it up, and I'll have a video on that. We'll have cold crops in these 2 gardens here, which is cabbage, any of your lettuces, if you don't know, Brussels sprouts, turnips. I do garlic, and I will do iceberg lettuce, hopefully spinach or cabbage, one or both. I just have to find the seeds to them. I need to start seeding them here in the next month or so I can put them in the ground in September. But yeah, I can't get over enough how rewarding gardening anyway. I mean, this right here, these green beans, I already have 3 gallon size bags in my freezer, and it's got to be at least 5-6 pounds of beans off of just these 4 or 5 rows you see here. It's 4 rows. So yeah, they get that big. From bloom to harvest with a tomato takes about 3 to 4 weeks, maybe even 5. But look how many they produce at one time. I mean, everywhere. These beans from bloom to harvest is like maybe a week and a half. And it just keeps coming and keeps coming. I mean, it's just beautiful. I love it. So it's very rewarding. You don't have to buy this stuff from the grocery store. Well, I buy frozen. Yeah, well, Roundup Ready plants pesticides. Just think about that for a minute. Even at the farmer's market. I mean, they do the same thing. They have to make a living. It's their money. So they use chemical fertilizers and pesticides as well, because you can see all the pest damage. As I showed you before, I want the best of the camera work. But see, that's what they gotta contend with. Now these leaves are a lot, and there's more pest damage. These leaves are a lot more tender. That's why rabbits love them. And the bugs. The rabbits stop when they start growing their adult leaves, like you see there. They're a lot more tougher. Now the bugs will go after them. Now, as you showed you in one video, there was a spider that went across this garden. Don't mess with spiders. Leave them alone. I know everybody wants to kill them. If they get in your house, that's not cool. Kill them. There's one right there, I believe. And no, that's a pest. Yeah, I'm going to dispose of him. Alright. Leave the spiders alone. Let them do their work. They're an employee for you. They work for food. That's the great thing. I love them. I just watch out for them so I don't disturb their webs or anything like that, because they get kind of annoyed. They can be jerks about it. Praying mantis and ladybugs, you want them to. Ladybugs eat aphids and mites that might harm your plants. And praying mantis, well, they just handle everything. Anything they can catch. Dragonflies. I've had a dragonfly around here too. That's awesome. But yeah, you know, it's nothing like gardening for yourself. And every now and then you're gonna run into something like this. Ugly little spud, ain't he? But you know what? It doesn't discourage me a bit. It just makes me try that much harder. And honestly, this right here is all the reward I need. There are more like this. There's one right there, just behind this one. And there's another one that's a little bit smaller. I mean, you know, but he can still be taken off, you know. Sorry about the crappy camera work. I'm out here by myself, you know, I can't afford a cameraman. I'm getting better. Just stick with me. And by the viewer rates, I don't think many of you are sticking with me. My subscriber rates, I know none of you are. So if you like these videos, go back and watch them all. Subscribe, comment, give me a like. Doesn't cost you a thing, but it helps the channel out a whole lot. Lets me know I'm doing the right thing. And if you have a comment, don't be afraid to say it. If I'm doing a crappy job, tell me. I'll improve. If you want to see something, if you have a question of anything, please drop a comment. I will get back to you as soon as I can in another video. So don't be afraid to get on there and type. And go ahead and subscribe, because then you can see the video that your question is answered in. So I'll catch you later.